Hello and welcome to What Map, the map review show for City Skylines. There are tens of thousands of maps in the workshop now, and so finding the right one for your next build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review one, using our 5-star rating for aesthetics, detail and gameplay potential, awarding only the very best the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to Wednesday's What Map. Now today we're going to have a look at some work from a creator that we've dealt with before, theemightymoose, who back in episode 48 we covered Spearfish. Now we got 7 stars in total there, 3 for aesthetics and 2 for detail and gameplay potential. We said, I've done better. Can you check my map? So here we are, having a look at Dukes County. Now if the judge of a good map was a good thumbnail, well, we're looking at a 5-star map straight away. It's a great thumbnail. So what is this map going to be like? Is it gonna do better than 7 stars in total? Well, before we crack on with that, let's have a quick look at the assets and things. Now we've got our own custom built theme here, Stray Cats Territory. Don't know if it's going to be any good. Yesterday we had our own custom theme, and today we've got our very own custom theme as well. So we're off down the highways. We're off to see the wizard. No, wrong sort of highway. Right, well, the first instinct is the map looks very vanilla. I would say very, very vanilla feeling. And our first intersection jumps over that and joins up here. Oh, hang on. What if I want to get to the other side of the highway? I can't. Must be an oversight. Let's head back this way, shall we? Well, we can get off onto that highway from this side, but what if... What? But... No. No, that's very poorly thought out. Must be an oversight. We'll ignore that one. Everybody's allowed a mistake. Everybody is allowed a mistake. Even me. Well, I allow myself mistakes all the time, but I don't tell you about them. Oh, this is take 74. Down to a bridge. It's a little slight drop down the slope, but other than that, the bridge is, other than being very big, pretty much perfect. We can probably, at the end of this episode, allow 1 star extra for perfect bridges. If all the other bridges come up to this standard, it's not outstanding, but that is not a bad bridge. We've seen worse bridges. And then we're at the start square. Yay! And here's your start square. Are we close to the water? Oh, we are. That's good. And we're close to the... Oh, yeah, we've got the rail over there. That's all right as well. That's good. So that's all very good. Oh, hang on. But how do you get into the start square from... No, if you're heading left to right, how do you get across? And if you're exiting, how do you get out? I mean, for goodness sakes, look, I'm driving up the right-hand side, and I can't get into the city. What the... No, that's poor. That's 2. That's 2 strikes. Okay, well, we'll head on up. And we've got another... And this... Yeah, another intersection here. But... No! Can you... You don't need me to tell you. But... What? Huh? Yeah. 3! Maybe it's a ring road. Perhaps this will join up with the highway on the other side of the map, and you just got to go the long way round. That'll be it. That will be it, but it just goes to the fog. So it doesn't connect up with that road over there at all. So basically, it's if you're on the wrong side of the road, you're buggered. Okay, let's have a look at the rail instead. This has got to be better, isn't it? This has got to be better. Let's check these bridges. We might be able to gift an extra star for bridges. If these bridges are up to standard, then I will be generous. And that's that's okay. That is okay. That's all right. No, drop down on the other side. Comes to the follow-on bridge over here. A little bit of lag, I apologise for that. Don't know why I get these lags. I've got plenty of RAM. And we carry on up. This is good. This is not bad bridging. And then off. Up the hill. And we are going to go over the highway. It's a bit steep. Usual story. Should have been eased in from further out. And could have been eased out from further out as well. But the previous bridges were good. Now I've got a dilemma to award the extra star or not. I don't know. I'll decide at the end if I'm feeling generous. And this goes off into the fog, except for it doesn't actually leave the map. Not yet. We're going through the fog. We're moving on through the fog, further through the fog. And then we drift off to the map. Oh. Asset review time. Please save me from this. Now yesterday we had a very rural feel, and today we've got a rural feel with the Sicily, Italy church by DeCzaah. Now, Sicily, Italy church, as opposed to Sicily, Texas? Oh, I don't know. Nice little bell in there. You have to subscribe to that asset to have it sat in your church. But now the rendering on this is really nice. The design of it is very nice. And if you've got yourself a nice country type map, that church is going to fit in a real treat. So this is the high point of today's show, I think, other than how many stars I'm going to be given. Mind you, the water could be really good in the map. Oh, sorry, we should be talking about Sicily, Italy church by DeCzaah. But I'm just so hung up on this map. It's unbelievable. Today's asset of the day. Boom. Gone. Now down to the water and the shipping routes. Loads of shipping routes. Well, one shipping route over there. And yeah, reaches the horizon, of course. Just checking it did. And the second shipping route goes through over here and through the bridge there and off. The question is, do we have any problems with the bridges? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Does this freighter make it safely through the bridge? No, it bloody well doesn't. And this one, will it make it safely through this bridge? Of course it bloody won't. And finally, will it make it through that bridge? No, of course it flipping well won't either. Very disappointing. Well, let's look at it aesthetically, shall we? Let's check these riverbanks. Well, they're not the worst riverbanks. They're not as interesting as Spearfish. Spearfish had a little bit of interest about it. This is just, I hate to say, boring. It's just nothingness, really. You would be almost as well off opening up a vanilla map. And considering this is a custom theme as well, created custom theme specifically for the map, but you know, not particularly interesting. Just looking at the the coasts, and it's just mundane. Water flow, there isn't any. Apart from over here, we've got a little bit of water flow here. So what you want to do is you want to collect your water from that little pool there, and then pump out your sewage pretty much anywhere else on the map. I would suggest all the way up here, because it's far, far away from your fresh water. That's if you're choosing to download this and use this map. If you really like this map that much, yeah, that's what you want to do. Build planes, there are lots of them. There are lots of them. There's lots of places to build. But sometimes gameplay is more than lots of places to build. Yeah, hills. Now this hill looks like it's wearing a sweater. I mean, it does, doesn't it? It looks like somebody has knitted this hill something to keep it warm in the winter. And it is ugly. I mean, seriously ugly. And top it off, a flat roof. It's just not good. So aesthetically, ugly. 1 star. Detailing, very, very poor, but I'm going to be generous and give a second star because the bridges weren't bad. Gameplay potential, you've got to do so much work with this map before you can actually do anything with it. I can't give it more than 1 star. I'm sorry, Mighty Moose, I am very disappointed with this map, and it does not get my BonBonB seal of approval. But thank you very much for bringing it to my attention. Maybe we can all learn from this one, and yeah. I'm depressed now. Hopefully you're not depressed, and hopefully you'll join me tomorrow for what has to be a better map than this, doesn't it? Thanks for watching, commenting, liking and subscribing, and I'll see you again tomorrow.